Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy to have you here. This is episode 10 of my Summerville Let's Play and the beginning of round 2. We are playing with the Summer family today. I need to talk about Elizabeth. I have plans for her. So she has two interesting wants. First up, she wants to talk to Carol, and I'm thinking maybe she wants to confess that she is in love with another woman. Also, she has the want to flirt with Heidi, which is interesting. Normally I would ignore this since Heidi is straight, but I'm going to try my luck. Not right now, but that is something I think we're going to try later on. Also worth noting is that both Victoria and her twin, William, want to go to college, so we'll be sending them on Wednesday. Look at her over there. She is just dying to poke Chloe. We've just got a pop-up that says, Victoria, word around the streets is that you're not doing too great in the community. There have been some unpleasant rumours spreading about you. You should keep a lookout for yourself. Oh my god. And that's the mayor's daughter for you. She is just a rebellious little teenager, and I love her. I can't help but feel bad for Carol. He is very much in love with his wife. He wants to flirt with her and stuff. He has no idea what's about to hit him. I really feel like this episode is going to spell at least the beginning of the end of their relationship, I think. Let's go through the aspiration rewards. Now, I was thinking that maybe we could get the thinking cap. Since Victoria would like to maximise the creativity skill, I'd like to get this done before college. So we're going to buy this. We're going to spend our points on this. Thinking cap is on. My goodness, I don't think I've actually used this in like maybe 5 or 6 years. It's crazy. But yeah, hopefully this will make her gain the skill point a lot quicker. I accidentally picked up the noodle soother, thinking that this was the cap. So yeah, I guess this is just gonna be a permanent fixture in the house. Also, Victoria painted us this rather erotic piece of art last night. It looks very nice in her room though. You guys know that it wouldn't be 6 AM in the summer household unless William starts hitting it at the drums. I mean, he really is quite talented. I've got to give him that. I wonder if this is something he'll continue in college. Maybe start a band for nerds. Elizabeth is whipping up some English muffins this morning. A little bit later, we will see if Heidi wants to meet up, since everybody else in the household will be out until at least 1 PM. It gives us plenty of time to hang with her. Give financial consulting. Again, the world's most boring mayor, guys, right here. Oh, it's like a scene in an American film, isn't it? Watch now, they'll take one bite and they're like, bye mom, I gotta rush off to school now. She made this, and I'm just gonna leave it. I guess so. Okay, sadly, the mayor has to go into the office today, but that does allow us to spend some time with Elizabeth. Now, we know that Heidi is unemployed, so there's really no reason, aside from, raising a newborn, as to why she can't meet up with us. The taxi will swing by shortly to pick you up. The mayor's wife is certainly not above taking public transportation. We have yet to see the FitSim gym, so I think we should just go ahead and head on over there. Alright, I need to immediately pause because I'm very excited to check out this lot. How awesome is this pink pool? I am obsessed with this. This is such a good idea to have like a nice pink outdoor pool. It's quite a small lot, and for some reason I seem to be missing like wallpaper here. But it has everything a gym could possibly need, so I'm a big fan of this. I need to start sending my Sims here more often. I do think, though, before we go in for a flirt, that we need to actually hang out with Heidi. Let's see if she wants to play, like, Marco Polo or something. I mean, what even is Marco Polo? Can someone explain? I actually don't know what that is. I feel like that's not a UK thing at all. Like, I've never heard of it prior to playing The Sims. And we're in. Oh, seriously? It's just started raining? I guess Marco Polo in Simlish is Timlar. Timlar! Oh my goodness. She found love? Have they found love? I think the reason I love them together is that both of them are either married to or about to marry men that they just don't love, and so they have that common bond. However, we can see here that they don't actually have chemistry, and that is because Heidi's gender preference is set to straight. Let me know if you think I should change it to bisexual, maybe she's bi-curious or experimenting. I'd love to know what you think about that. Regardless of whether they end up together or not, I really do just love the idea that Elizabeth, who is now approaching 50, is now realising that she does not want to be with this man anymore. Like, she would rather live by herself in a small apartment and be poor, but be authentic, be herself, and be with someone she truly loves, rather than be with this wealthy, powerful man. I really feel like she has made a lot of self-discoveries recently, but please do let me know what you think about all of this. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. But right now, it is time to go home. Please stop lounging in the rain. We're just going to go ahead and head back now. Why we need a taxi when our house is literally around the corner, I do not know. Oh my gosh, Stephen is here. I hope he didn't see anything that happened here. That is Heidi's fiance. Okay, the teens are now home. I am going to try desperately to achieve this creativity skill one for Victoria. We've only got about a day and like 4 or 5 hours until they go off to college. I'm going to really miss playing them in this episode, but you know, it can't be helped. They got a life to live. Okay, while Victoria is busy painting, I do just want to see if William applies for any scholarships. I don't think so, but I'm going to try. William, you do not qualify for any additional scholarships. That's okay, I think Victoria does. She does. She applies for the SimCity Scholar Grant. If you maintain your excellent grades, then you will receive a grant of 1,000 simoleons. And we've got the Quigley Visual Arts stipend. So that is awesome. That is a nice chunk of change to send to college. It really is going to be so weird just to have Elizabeth and Carol here. And I would like to eventually move Elizabeth out, maybe by the next episode, like the next time we play this family. So I don't know what on earth we're going to do with Carol living in this big house by himself. He does want to have another baby, and he is not having that with Elizabeth if I can help it at all. So I don't know, maybe like a second family or something? Like, I have no idea. I think William heard about Victoria's scholarship with the creativity skill, and he's like, I bet you I can get one of them as well. I spent so much time on this thing. Carol has returned home from work, and I feel like they need to have a difficult conversation. It's art. Victoria has gained a point of creativity, so she has now maxed it out. Oh, she's really going all the way upstairs to put her coffee cup down. Oh my gosh, and now Carol is upstairs and Elizabeth is downstairs. It's like musical chairs. Alright, I mean, they're having like just a very civil, normal conversation, so nothing crazy. I would really like a ask to be friends option here. I'm pretty sure it's available for like going steady and stuff, or just being in love. I guess it's not available for marriage. Here's a possibility. Since he wants to have a baby, he could try and get himself abducted, have an alien baby all by himself. Now that would make for some really interesting gameplay. I'm not going to force it, I can't, since he is not a knowledge sim, but I think that would be so much fun. Oh, and she wants to buy new clothes. I'm locking that in. I really feel like we are on the cusp of something big with Elizabeth. Like, she's just going to completely reinvent herself. I just feel it. Okay, why does this grown man want to be friends with a kid? Does he want to get ripped or something before he goes to college? No, buy a ballet bar, my bad. Fire! Oh my gosh, we have a fire. Oh goodness. Again? We just had one in like the last episode. Is this Arcadia again? Yes, it is. Okay, come and get your burnt salmon. It always makes me laugh when other Sims in the house have no idea that a fire has just broken out. Look at what you could have won, and look at what you got. Oh, I think William just got another creativity skill, and I'm pretty sure you only need 8 to qualify for the grant. So I need to make sure I try again to get him that scholarship. Yes, he qualifies for the Quigley Visual Arts stipend. Okay, I'm going to send everyone to bed. Tomorrow is a big day with the teens going off to college, so we'll pick this up again at about 6 a.m. It is the next morning, and the only sim up right now is Victoria. I do want her to finish off her painting before she goes off to college. So, yeah, I'm going to miss them. Okay, how much is this one worth? Wow, 459 simoleons. I'm giving you a second chance here, Elizabeth. Please don't burn my house down. Okay, we've got the school bus arriving in an hour, and when everyone has headed out, I'm going to send Elizabeth to the mall, and we're going to buy her some new clothes. Oh, it's always a tense moment, isn't it? Is she going to burn them? Is she not? No, she did not. Did you know, fun fact, we have a thing called Pancake Day here in the UK that we celebrate every year. So this is Elizabeth's regular attire. It's sort of like a blazer. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like formal. It's still quite fashionable and modern. I don't know what I'm going to put it in, but I want to put it in something just a little less stuffy. We've arrived at the shopping mall, and I'm also very tempted to give her like a facial piercing, but I don't think I'm going to take it that far. I think what I really want to see with Elizabeth is her go out on like a bunch of dates and just kind of casual date other Sims for a while. Whether she ever settles down, I don't know. I also need to buy food. Oh, the poverty challenge could never. I'm going to fill it up all the way to the top. Why not? We have the money. Look at the mayor's wife buying in the frozen section. I just love her. Okay, I don't know if what I've selected is gonna match well, but we're gonna find out, I guess. No, it absolutely does not. Okay. Fail. Like, I don't want to put her in something too casual. I still feel like she is quite a conservative dresser, so this is difficult. It was at this point that my mic decided to completely disconnect and I lost about 10 minutes worth of audio. So this is the outfit that I picked out for Elizabeth. I also spent some time trying to change her appearance, and ultimately I decided against putting her in a new hairstyle, although please do let me know what you think of this one. I think it's kind of cute, but maybe too much too soon. The teens have arrived home. I am just going to immediately send them both off to college. There's no use waiting around. William's about to leave this household and move to college. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. I just realised that both Carol and Elizabeth are out of the house, so they're not going to see their children head off to college. My bad. Oh, never mind. Elizabeth has just returned home and Victoria has run out here to say goodbye to her brother. Why they are not going in the same taxi, I don't know. Goodbye, Victoria. Have a good life. We'll see her again, don't you worry. Now we just have this bon voyage teen just hanging around our house. I guess one of the teens, either Victoria or William, brought her home and now she is just loitering on our property. Ooh, Lainey here is going to witness something she probably shouldn't, and that is the mayor's wife making out with another woman. This should be good. Now look at that for a scandal. Okay, and Carol has returned home with 1,600 simoleons, and smart investing increased our family funds by 1,700. Jesus, I thought she was dying there. Since the couple are now empty nesters, I thought it might be fun for them to throw like a house party. I mean, he is the mayor after all. You feel like they would host like dinner dates and parties and stuff at their mansion a lot more often. The problem is he doesn't really know anyone. So this here is the guest list. We've got Lisa, Alex, Helen, Ben and Stephen. And I think that that's an okay combination. Like, I don't think that's going to cause anyone to catch anybody else cheating, but we will see, I guess. We're missing some of our party guests. Who wouldn't want to come to the mayor's house for a pool party? Oh my goodness, she wants to adopt a child? I just have to pause and take this in for a second because I feel like I never see that with Sims who are in a heterosexual relationship. I wonder if maybe she's secondary family. Yes, she is. Maybe that's why. And the fact that she only has 11 days until she becomes an elder. Okay, the only Sims who have shown up are Helen and Alex. They're just celebrating being empty nesters. It's a very small, quiet, intimate party. Also, why is Alex sneaking around like that? That's weird. Oh my god, I have never seen that. Did you see that? How did he do that? What? He just snuck around the edge of the pool, held his nose, and jumped in? I feel like this is very little known knowledge. Did you know about that? I have never in all of my years seen that. That is crazy. Now he's just dancing away as if he didn't just totally blow my mind. I do think that maybe this adopt a child want that Elizabeth has is because that's all she's ever known. You know, she has been a mother for so long and now her kids have grown up and left the nest. And that's got to be really difficult for her. Now I picture Elizabeth adopting a pet, maybe a dog, and adopting a child and living in just like a small little apartment. Like, it won't be, you know, lavish or anything, but it'll be tidy, it'll be decent. Well, she figures out her next move in life. So that's the idea that I had. How this is going to play out, I don't know. Check these two out over here. I can see you back there, Helen. Come on now. Your husband is wandering the premises somewhere. I would love for Elizabeth to have more female friends. As it stands, the only people that she's friends with, she has also been romantic with, like Heidi and Camellia. But I would like her to have like platonic friendships as well, which she doesn't seem to have at the moment. Well, she is close to being friends with Kaya and this townie here, Zoya. I really hope he gets abducted. I don't think that has happened since I started my YouTube channel a year ago. He's cheering us. God, what I would give to have my own swimming pool in the garden. I would never leave. You've discovered a previously unknown star. The SimCity Astronomy Club has rewarded you with 500 simoleons for your find. Congratulations on hosting a terrific party. Your guests had a fantastic time. Final party score, good time. Oh, Carol, it looks like you're gaining some fame now. More and more people are starting to see that you're a good sim. Carol is a good sim. If we look at his personality, he's not a typical, like, mean mayor, you know. He's actually a very nice guy. I think all I want to see from Elizabeth now is maybe a drive to get a job. Like, it's not necessary since she'll be taking a good chunk of this money when she moves out. But it just would be nice just for her to have, like, that extra bit of independence. And we've got a membership card to Aspirational Laboratories for science. But it is awfully late, and let's be honest, they're kind of old. So let's go ahead, send them to bed. We'll pick this up again in the morning. It is 5:30, and I would really like for Elizabeth to maximise the cooking skill. These other two big wants, like adopt a child and obtain a pet, I feel like we can do that after she moves out. I don't know, it just does not sit right with me that, like, this woman is gay and she is in a relationship, in a long-term marriage with a man. Like, I'd rather her be single and date women than remain in this situation. Like, I just can't do it. I can't do it to her. I think Carol is seriously the most boring mayor ever. Every time I catch him doing something autonomously, it's nonsense like this. Watching fish and giving financial consulting. Like, it's so tedious. What does he want to do? Buy a painting. You don't have to ask me twice. Ask and you shall receive. This is the painting I've bought, and it's very nice. Oh my goodness, look at the garden. This is atrocious. Now, we do have a gardener. Hopefully they come today. This is embarrassing. I've been doing a little thinking about, like, finances and stuff. I don't want them to have, like, an angry, bitter divorce where, like, he catches her cheating and stuff. I kind of want it to be civil and more mature than that. So I think that when Elizabeth moves out, we will grant her, like, 20,000 simoleons just to get on her feet. Because I don't think that Carol would be a jerk about this, like, and cut her off completely. Like, she's going to tell him, I need some space to figure some stuff out. And he's like, okay, take this money and then, you know, we can talk about our relationship at a later date. Finally, it's taken a good chunk of the day, in fact, all morning, but she has now reached the top of the cooking skill. Oh, look at this. Carol and Elizabeth have been sending money to their kids. I don't know why it's in two separates like this. Like, why not just one or the other? Okay, they're going to be absolutely loaded. You know what? I'm not even going to have that money sent back because that is just nothing to them. They've got so much cash. I do feel like it's going to be difficult, though, for her to leave this life of luxury behind. It's really all she's ever known, like, since she was a young adult. Like, it's kind of crazy. We got another doggo. This one is Moonshine. I swear Moonshine shows up quite a lot on these lots just to roll around in the dirt. Moonshine be stankin'. Holy cow, smart investing increased our family funds by 2,600 today. This dog ran all the way around the house just to growl at this guy Carl. Carl Key. And that doggo is so happy. Look at that tail. Look, he's chasing him. At this point, Carl, you're allowing yourself to be victimised. I do feel awful for Carl, though. He's not a bad guy. What does he want to buy this time? A makeover station? Why? Become a werewolf. I don't know if I want to lock this want in, guys. I really don't like playing with werewolves in The Sims 2. So we'll be wrapping this episode up in 24 hours. What's going on over here? In the words of the great Juno Birch, pause. I don't know what we did to you, Bill Fox, to warrant this kind of abusive behaviour. I mean, he's just stealing our invisible newspaper, apparently. We'll have you drawn and quartered for this. It is nightfall, which can only mean one thing, and that is time to go back to the stargazing. Elizabeth is just hanging out in the bath. She's in platinum right now. She has a lot of interest in wants as well. Like, she wants to be saved from death and see a ghost, which I'm not going to do because I can't be bothered. Like, I'm not going to kill you just so I can bring you back from the dead, Elizabeth. Also, I kind of want to call her Liz. I have an urge to start calling her Liz. Also, I had a comment a while back saying that the Sims of this neighbourhood look really unique, and I couldn't agree more. I do think they're all good looking in their own way, but they have very interesting they have very interesting facial features. Like cheekbones that can cut through glass. I've just made a really depressing discovery. Carol's lifetime want is to reach golden anniversary, which is never going to happen. We have discovered another previously unknown star. In the interest of getting Elizabeth some closer female friends, I'm going to call up Kaya, see if she's available for a quick chat on the phone. It's kind of an odd pairing in terms of a friendship, but I don't know, I like it. What would they talk about? They live such different lives. Woohoo, of course. Of course that's what they want to talk about, especially Kaya. Woohoo and cooking. What to cook after a woohoo? Okay, she's become friends with Kaya just from talking on the phone with her, so that's nice. But right now, I do need to send her to bed because she is pretty tired. And I guess I'll just fast forward for like another 2 hours, just so give Carol a chance to be abducted, and then I'll send him to bed. We'll pick this up again for our last day on Friday. Damn, these Sims just refuse to be probed. It is the last day with the family, and a big day at that. And this is the problem. Influence someone to clean. Elizabeth is not your maid, Carol. Come and eat this buttered toast that has been rotting and festering in our fridge for, I don't know, 6 days. Also, I've been thinking, now if you can look at Elizabeth's eyebrows, you can see that her natural hair colour is brown. And maybe we should dye it back, like to symbolise this like reinvention of herself. I might try it actually, see what I think about it. This is what she'd look like with brown hair, with her natural hair colour, and I have to be honest, I love it. Okay, what do you think? She likes it. I just feel like the blonde hair was part of an image, you know, like Maya's wife, platinum blonde and very well kept. And now it's maybe a time for change, maybe. He's saying, you look like a whole new person. He likes it, I guess. That's how I'm interpreting that. Yes, the gardener has arrived to deal with this monstrosity of a garden. Also, I didn't realise, but it looks to be Carol's day off. He has the whole weekend off. And what does he want to do with his free time? He wants to learn a skill, of course. Again, the world's most boring Maya. Since Elizabeth is about to drop a bombshell on her husband later this evening, I want to make him an apple pie, just to leave in the fridge. So Carol is not much of a cook. He has just earned his very first cooking skill point just now. And I feel like she would worry about him feeding himself. So she is going to do some like pre-prepared meals and stick it as leftovers in the fridge. Buy a painting. Another painting. These Sims are lucky that I really enjoy buying paintings in The Sims 2. I've bought this little like plum bob one. It's very cute. You're not going to be able to see it really with the walls down, but I like it. Okay, apple pie is going in. Hopefully we don't have another incident, another fire incident. We did a good deed. I know we're going to break his heart, but come on, we made him apple pie. Gosh, she just looks absolutely fantastic. She's just in a new era of her life. Okay, Carol, enough is enough. You need to come out here and help us deal with this garden, because I don't think the gardener's going to be able to get all of this done today. It's a lot. Also, I hear gardening is very good for your mental health. I wouldn't know. I have a black thumb. Look at them all complaining. I have a mod, though. It's called, like, trim inaccessible bushes. Look at them go. The animations can be a bit janky, though. Look at Elizabeth's there. Looks like she's going to cut his head off. Elizabeth wants no part of this, but thankfully Carol is getting involved. He's helping. I'm kind of just running out the clock right now until 6 PM rolls around, and in the meantime they are just working on some skills. That's what they want to do today. She keeps thinking about adoption. Don't worry, hun, I haven't forgotten. I guess maybe she could adopt a child, since she is getting a bit older now, and I think maybe like a baby or a toddler might be too much. That is a good looking apple pie. Holy cow, I can't remember where I got this from. If it was from Jackie or if it was on Ninth Wave Sims. I can't remember, but it looks amazing. We went from having 4 Sims in a house to very soon it's just going to be the one. Poor Carol, all by himself. Loner. Elizabeth just loves her coffee. I make sure she has a cup every day because she tends to get very tired by like mid-afternoon. Irritate. Argue. I haven't used that option in a really long time and it looks like the round has ended, but I do need to simulate this scenario right now. Okay, so she is finally going to come and tell her husband everything. She's going to basically say, I'm leaving you. She's like, you promised me the world. I mean, it's hardly his fault, but you know. Okay, what? Okay, that was weird. Now I know, this is for storytelling, they're not enemies, they haven't fallen out or anything. She's just told him that she needs some space right now. Move out, Sims. We're not taking Carol with us. That defeats the purpose, quite frankly. Oh my goodness, I actually can't believe I'm doing this. This goes against every once-based... Oh my god, he's crying? Oh my gosh, he's actually crying. What have I done? Yeah, this goes against like my once-based playstyle, but like I said, I'm trying to go for more decision-making gameplay here. And I feel like this is something that is a logical next step. Now, we have already played Elizabeth, of course, in this house, so we won't see her again until round 3. It does look like she took a bunch of money though, maybe about 30,000, which is fine by me. I do think though this wraps up the episode, so I will see you back over at the neighbourhood screen. That concludes episode 10 of my Summerville Let's Play. The final ages for this round is that both Carol and Elizabeth are 50 years old, and Victoria and William are 18 and gone off to college. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, guys. Until the next one, have a great day and happy simming.